Looking for a career that pays six figures, doesn't require a degree, and is growing faster than almost any other job in tech? Say hello to data analytics. The world is running on data, and companies everywhere are scrambling to hire experts who can turn raw numbers into powerful insights. There's never been a better time to learn data skills. And once you do, you'll be spoiled for choice on the job market. So, are you ready for a high impact, high demand, and high paying career? Then stay tuned. In this video, we're breaking down the fastest growing jobs in data analytics. Throughout, you also hear from Andreu, a real data analyst and Masterschool instructor who brings a ton of practical experience to the table. Think of it as a reality check from someone who's been there. At the end, I'll also show you how to choose a role that aligns with your interests and your long-term goals. Before we dive into specific roles, let's talk about what's happening in the data job market, because it's not just growing, it's practically exploding. Take a look at the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs report. You'll notice that the majority of high-growth roles are in data. You got big data specialists, FinTech engineers, data scientists, and AI and machine learning experts all at the top of the list. And that's not surprising when you consider the size of the data analytics market in general. It's expected to hit nearly $258 billion by 2029, growing at a compound annual rate of over 28%. That's huge. Let's see what Andreu had to say about this.
Hi, I'm Andreu. I have a background in economics and I'm an instructor in Masterschool. So why did I get into data analytics? It was actually seeing as well the opportunities that are growing. It's also a well-paid, flexible. I like to be living in different places. I like to move away, and being able to do hybrid work. It's something that also motivated me so much to getting into data analytics.
Okay, so the data market is booming. And so are data jobs. But what's driving this growth? And is it just a bubble that's going to burst? There are several key factors at play. First, the sheer volume of data being created every second is mind-blowing, and someone has to make sense of it. Second, technologies like AI and machine learning are becoming essential tools in every industry, and they can't function without clean, well-organized data. And finally, businesses are relying more than ever on data to guide their decisions, refine their strategies, and stay competitive. Now, here's what you need to know. The boom isn't just a short-lived trend, it's a long-term shift. And as long as we keep generating such vast amounts of data, which we will, the need for data experts will remain. If you're thinking about a career in data analytics, this is your moment. The opportunities are there, and demand is growing. So let's uncover the hottest roles in data right now. Our first hot job is Big Data Specialist, named by the World Economic Forum as the fastest growing job in the world right now. Big Data Specialists design and maintain the systems that process massive, complex data sets. We're talking huge volumes of data that traditional tools just can't handle. Their work makes it possible to collect, store, and analyze streams of information at speed, which enables businesses to make smarter decisions. Take Netflix, for example. Every time you watch something, press pause, skip, or search, you're creating data. Multiply that by millions of users around the world, and you've got a constant flood of information that needs to be processed. That's where big data specialists come in. They build the infrastructure for that processing, enabling Netflix to provide personalized recommendations to improve their platform. To succeed in this role, you'll need strong programming skills. Python, Java, or Scala are most common. Plus, knowledge of tools like Hadoop, Spark, or Kafka. You'll also need to be comfortable with cloud platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure. This is a great fit for you if you enjoy solving technical challenges and thinking in systems. Also, big data equals big impact, so the work is pretty rewarding. Next up, FinTech Engineer, the second fastest growing job in the whole world. FinTech engineers work at the intersection of finance and technology. More specifically, their job is to build the platforms and systems that power financial technology, whether that's a mobile banking app, a peer-to-peer payment solution, or a cryptocurrency exchange. If you've ever used something like Revolut, Wise, or Apple Pay, that's FinTech in action. Behind the scenes, FinTech engineers are developing those systems, making sure they're both secure and user-friendly. This field is growing fast because more and more people are managing their money online, and they expect speed, convenience, and security. That means companies need skilled engineers who can build safe, trustworthy tools that handle huge amounts of data. To thrive in this role, you'll need solid programming skills, especially in languages like Python, Java, or Kotlin. Plus, experience working with APIs, databases, and financial technologies like blockchain or digital wallets. A good understanding of cybersecurity and data privacy is also key. If you're interested in how money moves in the digital world and want to build products that people use every day, this could be your calling. Next, we've got AI and machine learning specialists. You know how in machine learning, computers learn from data so they can make decisions on their own? Well, AI and machine learning specialists build the models that enable that learning process. They work on things like fraud detection systems, language translation tools, self-driving technology, and recommendation algorithms. For example, when Spotify creates a playlist that's literally made for you, that's machine learning in action. With the rise of AI across every industry, this role has absolutely exploded. We brought this up in our conversation with Andreu. Here's his take.
In my opinion, one of the obviously most exciting developments in the field of data analytics is AI. It's going to be some tool that we cannot overlook. It's something that we will need to learn to work with. That's why I focus a lot in the soft skills, because the tools around it will change non-stop. We have seen this digital world advancing super quick. So yeah, this is super exciting.
Companies really need AI to stay competitive. And so, of course, they need people who can build and train intelligent models. To succeed here, you'll need strong programming skills, specifically Python, and experience with machine learning frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, or scikit-learn. You'll also need a good grasp of statistics, linear algebra, and data modeling, plus the ability to test and tune models for real-world performance. If you consider yourself to be both curious and analytical, and if you're excited about how machines can learn and adapt, you'll want to explore this career path further. Next on the list, data scientist, one of the most well-known and in-demand roles in the data world. Employment for data scientists is expected to grow 36% by 2033. That's much faster than the average for all jobs, which tells you just how crucial the role has become. So what's it all about? A data scientist builds models to help the business look ahead. They don't just analyze or explain what happened in the past. They actually use data to make predictions, like spotting when a customer might churn or forecasting demand for a new product. On top of that, they create systems that can make smart decisions automatically. Think fraud detection that kicks in the moment something looks off, or pricing tools that adjust based on real-time trends. It's basically about automating and speeding up the process between insight and action, allowing businesses to work faster and smarter. Working in data science requires a mix of technical and analytical skills. You'll need Python or R for coding, SQL for working with databases, and tools like Pandas, NumPy, and scikit-learn for analyzing data and building models. You also need a solid understanding of statistics and machine learning. As a data scientist, you can really influence how the business operates and see the impact of your work. If you like the sound of that, check out Masterschool's data science program. You can learn all the core skills and tools in just 14 months, and you get unlimited career support. You'll find the link in the video description below. Last but not least, we got the Operations Research Analyst, another high-growth job to have on your radar. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics expects this role to grow by 23% over the next decade, way faster than most other jobs. And if you're looking for a career that combines data, strategy, and real-world problem solving, this one's got great potential. Operations Research Analysts use data, math, and modeling techniques to help organizations work more efficiently. That could mean optimizing delivery routes for a logistics company, improving staffing schedules in a hospital, or helping an airline reduce delays. Basically, they find ways to make complex operations run more smoothly. To do that, they use tools like simulations, predictive modeling, statistical analysis, and optimization algorithms. It's a highly analytical role, but one that also requires creativity and business thinking. You'll typically need strong skills in math, statistics, and programming. Python and SQL are most common, as well as experience with tools like Excel, R, or MATLAB. Another key skill is the ability to interpret results and recommend the best course of action. This is a great fit if you love solving real-world puzzles, thinking strategically, and using data to improve systems and outcomes. Which data analytics career path is best for you? Here's how to decide. Okay, we've covered some pretty exciting roles in data analytics. So how do you figure out the best path for you? Start by thinking about what you actually enjoy doing. Do you love solving technical problems and building systems? Then a role like big data specialist or FinTech engineer, that can be a great fit. If you're more interested in uncovering insights and telling stories with data, you might lean more towards being a data scientist or an operations research analyst. If you're excited about working at the cutting edge of technology, you'll probably want to explore AI and machine learning. It also helps to look at your existing skills or the ones you're most excited to learn. Are you comfortable with programming? Do you enjoy math and statistics? Are you a great communicator? Your answers will help point you toward the roles where you're most likely to thrive. And remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The world of data is huge, and there are loads of other roles worth investigating, like data engineer, BI analyst, data architect, information security analyst, or even software development with a data focus. So, if you're curious about a data career, keep exploring. Look up job descriptions, try a short course, and talk to people working in the field. Andreu's perspective on this is really insightful. Take a listen.
When I talk to my students, I always tell them the best thing you can do is to adapt. Don't learn a package. Don't learn the package of one company or another company. The underlying logic in SQL, the underlying logic in Python or in data analytics or visualization. We will always have to be able to interpret those results and transform it into the human brain and into the actionable items in business terms. And we just focus on these soft skills and this adaptability from one package to another.
The more you learn, the clearer your path will become. And no matter what path you choose, I can almost guarantee you'll never be short of job offers or interesting problems to solve. Data analytics is not just a buzzword. It's a rapidly growing field with some incredibly exciting opportunities. So what's next? Take time to explore the jobs we've covered and do further research to see what else the job market has to offer. Then think about which areas excite you most and start building the relevant skills. Want to fast track your progress into the field? Check out Masterschool's career change programs. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.